Hey guys, welcome to King's Cricket. Today's topic is bat knocking. So we're just gonna go over with some little tips that we have learned over owning multiple cricket bats, and then now that we converted our hobby into business. So we're just gonna go over some cricket bat knocking tips. So usually where you want to knock the bat is definitely when the bat is brand new, is around the toe area, and that's the most important, the bottom 6 inches, because it's gonna sound very like hollow. So when you hit the mallet and it sounds very hollow, that means that the toe is not compressed enough. So there's a high chance that if you play with a new ball and you have that hollowness feel, there's a high chance that it can crack if you play a Yorker or if you play with a new hard ball. So you want to knock that toe area very, very rigorously and make sure that that area is definitely knocked properly. We're also going to talk about when the bat is properly knocked, that the bat, yes, it generates good power from here because this is the middle, and that's where the manufacturers usually press the bat properly. But a good bat will always have a good response below the sticker area right here. So to give you a good idea, like you can see, of course this is kind of dead. As you go here, the mallet is going to have a good response. So you're coming to the middle, good response. You can hear that flat noise. The flatter the noise becomes, the lower pitch, that means the bat is getting ready to get fully knocked. Now, if you have that crisp response, don't hit it anymore, because you can, at that point, you can over knock the bat very easily. Also, if you see any cracking of the willow, that means that you're over knocking the bat, and you could definitely over knock that bat at that point, and the bat can become dead. So you want to be very careful with that. So general term for knocking is going to be that you're going to see a lot of divots come on the bat when you first oil it and start knocking. Eventually, all those divots will start to even out, and that's when you got to be very careful when you start knocking the bat. So especially here, if you over knock it, you can crack the willow here. So a good general rule of thumb that I have learned over the time of knocking cricket bats is when you start to have a nice response and you start to hear that high pitch sound to go to a semi-low pitch sound, that's when you want to stop with the mallet. And if you are going to hit it with a mallet, hit it very gently at that point. Don't force any force, because at that point you can over knock it and you can crack the willow. So at that point, you want to, when you have that crisp response coming, you see this bat is very, very close to being knocked, because you can see it has a good response here all the way through, and then even below the stickers you can see there's some rebound coming. So at this point, you want to stop knocking and play in the nets with this bat. A good 3 to 4 net sessions and your bat will be ready for game. Now, sometimes bats are pressed differently. Some bats won't be game ready until you actually play with it with a new ball, because the new ball is harder, so it's gonna compress the willow in a different sense than an old ball will. But you just have to make sure you take your time properly and knock these bats, because you're investing good money in good quality willow, and you want to make sure that you treat it properly so it gives you the best performance possible. We're just gonna show you some examples of well-knocked cricket bats. So if you can come a little closer, Edwin, show you the response of the mallet. So you see it starts to go dead a little bit here, but I don't want to keep knocking this bat now, because there is a chance that I can over knock it. So I just have to play with it and just kind of let the ball do its thing, and the bat will open up eventually itself. So we'll show you another bat. This is our brand bat. Show you. You hear that low pitch noise, that means the bat is getting ready to be fully opened now. So with this bat, I don't want to hit it anymore. I just want to play with it in the nets and not risk cracking the willow and not risk over knocking it. This is another bat. Show you. And you can also see if there's any divots coming in the willow. There's unevenness. That means that it's not compressed evenly. So it could require some knocking in the areas where it's uneven. Show you. So a general rule of thumb, once you have that crisp response and the sound of the willow starts to get, a little flatter, lower pitch, you want to stop with the knocking and you just want to take it to the nets and you want to, let the ball do its thing. We'll also show you, this is how the ball sounds. So this is pretty much fully knocked. You don't want to mess with it anymore because you could over knock it very easily. Show you this one. Same. You don't want to mess with it anymore. You just want to let it go. Play with it in the nets and just let the willow open up by itself because it's pretty much game ready, these bats. This one as well. So this one is pretty much ready almost. It's pretty much open all the way through here. I do think it requires a little bit of knocking here, but I don't want to hit it with a mallet because I could risk cracking the willow. So I just have to play with it in the nets and just kind of let the willow open by itself because I just have to be patient. And the more patient you are, the more reward you're going to get from the willow eventually. Alrighty, that's it. If you want any bats from us, you can buy them on kingscricketstore.com or you can call us at 832-661-8143 or come by our Houston location in Houston, Texas. Thank you.